So, how you doing? I know that's a terrible question to ask.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
feel like I've been hearing this question a lot for last 24 hours, and it's one of the hardest because I'm not doing great. I know I will be fine eventually, but I think it's just gonna take some time.
Yeah. So, have you officially been diagnosed with an injury?
I mean, yes or no. So the medical staff, it was incredible. They helped me so much. They were very, what do you say? They were very fast with all the help, and just because they couldn't really 100% confirm that it's Achilles full torn, but like 99% it is. But I already have a scheduled appointment with my doctor back in Poland, so I'm looking forward to it and hear whatever he advised me to do. But most likely I'm gonna have a surgery next week.
Okay.
And yeah, I just want to get it done. I feel like I wanna, like I'm wasting kind of time right now of not doing anything. But it just happened yesterday, so I just need to give myself some time.
And I hate to do this, but you don't have to answer this. But at what point did you know that something bad happened yesterday? And I hate to make you relive this, but if you want to talk about it, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about this all the time. Like yesterday, I was trying to fall asleep, and as soon as I closed my eyes, I had this whole event picture. But what happened? It was third round, right? It was 2015-10. Yeah, it was third round. I was getting ready to go out there, and I made a decision. Okay, Gabi, if you want to win, it's time to switch it up and do the rebound. Like that's the only way to gain time. And I'm very competitive, and I wanted to win. I felt great. My body felt great. I trusted myself. Okay, let's go for it. And unfortunately, on the fourth rep, when I did the rebound, and then when I did the rebound on the fourth rep, I felt like I stepped on something like uneven. Then I landed on the other side on my ankle, and then I felt like, oh, like it's something is loose there, like it's something is really bad. So I didn't even try to do the next rep. I was kind of like trying to see if I can stand on it. I could stand on it, but as soon as I wanted to make a step, like it didn't really work. So I don't even know. It was just happening so fast. I kind of like, I saw my mom running towards me. Like she was so fast. She was like almost, she has tears in her eyes. She just asked, "Oh, Gabi, what's happening? Are you okay?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah. But the medical staff was right there, and they helped me to get off the field. And even walking with them was already hard. So I just knew it's probably Achilles. Yeah, and they tested it, and it was gone. Like it was quite obvious. Like there was nothing there, just completely loose. And yeah.
Are you familiar with that injury? I mean, do you know people like? I mean, you're a competitive tennis player. You know obviously other athletes. Do you know other athletes that have gone through like an Achilles tear or have had that injury before?
So personally, I don't know anyone. Okay. I heard that it's very common injury to have, and I heard that also it's not very complicated procedure. So I feel a bit better about this, but yeah, okay, it's still not complicated procedure, but the comeback is quite long.
Yes.
So that's like really tough on me, and that's what I'm very heartbroken about. But I feel like I'm battling two things right now, because obviously I'm very torn and heartbroken about not being to compete and train for such a long time. And the other thing is the competition broke. Like I had the best time ever. I feel like I was completely different person, and I finally find myself, or like I become an athlete I always wanted to be. And I felt so powerful, fearless. I felt like I'm in control. And it was just so hard to not finish this competition. And
Do you feel like that was taken away from you?
a little bit, yes. Yeah. So that's very tough. And also just seeing everyone compete here, yeah, it was hard.
When you woke up this morning, what made you decide to come out and watch the competition?
I didn't plan to do that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
what-
but you ultimately did. So what made you come out?
To be honest, I think to see all the fans out there and to like live this energy one more time before I knew I'm gonna kind of like be back home and I'm gonna be focused on my recovery. I just wanted to hear the fans and the roars and the screams and cheers, even though it wasn't for me anymore, which was really sad. But it gave me this extra, like it gave me this reminder, like this is what I'm gonna. This is gonna be my motivation to keep going and be back.
You talk about the fans and the cheering. You know, you were getting that through what is that? 6 events. You know, 5.5 events. You were feeling that, and that it was a version of you that I've seen here and there, but I don't think everyone else has been able to see it. You being your own person.
Yeah.
And you were smiling. You were having fun. I mean, how much of that are you keeping in right now and like putting it away and using that to fuel you for this comeback of yours?
I'm gonna keep it all. Like I wanna remember every single feeling I had during this competition. I had so many wins, and also the fact that I showed up as a new version of me, and people accepted me, and people loved that version of me. I felt incredible. So I would definitely. I want to say that I'm just putting this version on pause, and I will bring her back in due time.
Now you talk about this new version of you. I mean, where did the old version stop, and this new version start? Was it after the games, before the games? You know, I mean, you talk because everyone sees this new version of it, but they don't know where it started or stopped. But you obviously say it's a new version of you. But where did it start and stop?
It's just it's so fresh. It's so new. Like new. I don't even know. Like I'm gonna say this new version. I'm gonna even use the word I don't know her because like she's a badass. Like I'm trying to get to know her because I'm so unfamiliar. I think.
But you seem like you like her.
I love her. I don't want her to go away ever. But I think she appeared maybe after the games. It was just such a hard experience for everyone who attended the games, and I think the comeback from it just made me stronger. And I was more on my own, and I had time to actually think about what I want, what I need, and to be my own person and made my own decisions. And I think it gave me this like extra boost of confidence that I can do it. And I think that was the missing puzzle to all of this.
Yeah,
to
finding who you are.
Yeah, finding who I am and get to this next level.
Yeah. Obviously, the road forward is, you know, there are probably going to be some ups and downs. How do you prepare yourself? I mean, you have a great support system, the people that you do have, your family, Josie, Emma, but, you know, I mean, you seem like you're, how do you prepare yourself for the days that will be down? Have you thought about that at all?
I haven't thought about it. That's like the scariest thing right now, because I was just talking with Josie about that and with my mom that like, it's actually not too bad to be here because there's so many incredible people that occupy my mind, that they try to remind me about or all the good stuff and keep me positive. So I'm just busy with not feeling super sad, but then I feel like I'm gonna be back home alone. It's really gonna hit me, and yeah, I don't have a specific plan how to deal with that yet, but I have amazing group of people and amazing team around me, so I know I can really lean on them. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also so amazed by how CrossFit community is supportive. I when that happened, so many people wanted to help. They get me numbers. They told me they can always count on. I can always ask for anything I need, and they're gonna be there for me. So it just gave me this extra hope that I'm gonna be fine.
How's the support been from your fellow competitors here from Rogue? I'm sure that a lot of them reached out to him. Some of them you're really good friends with. How's that support been?
Oh, incredible! Like straight. So when that happened, I get multiple messages on Instagram, on my phone. It just I didn't really have time to go through all of this because it was just hard to deal with everything. But yeah, most of people, like basically everyone, was very supportive, and they felt very sorry that what happened. But
So now you obviously had goals coming after the games. You made new goals after the games, correct? So do you keep the same goals? Now you just add this to it, or do you come up with new goals?
I mean, definitely the goals are still going to be the same, but the plans to reach them, they're going to be slightly different. I had whole plans where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do, and stuff like this. Obviously, it has to change. The recovery and taking care of myself, it's the priority right now, and maybe I'm trying to also make myself more positive about this whole situation, but maybe I really needed that. Like maybe I really needed to slow down and just like take care of myself, because since the games I really kept myself very busy because I didn't want to deal with all of this just by myself. So I just looked for experience and be busy and be with people, and I think this is the time that actually I need to face my problems and face my
So there's
life.
like you said, you're kind of like you're maybe avoiding them or running away from them.
Exactly. I think it was running away, but it actually was good for my athlete self. Like that's actually crazy when you think about it. I was like avoiding my personal problems, but at the same time, the athlete me was doing better and better. So what's gonna happen if I'm actually gonna fix everything I have to fix, and then athletes can be nice and relaxed and still improving. So
the best version of yourself.
Exactly. So I think that's the last missing puzzle.
So I believe that the version we saw out there before was the best athlete version to this point.
Yes.
But now you're talking about a complete person,
Yes.
not just an athlete.
The human and athlete need to be, they're going to be complete.
Did you talk to Ben Smith after, because he suffered from major injuries as well? Was he one of the people that reached out and talked to you? I mean, he's here.
Oh yeah. So actually, Ben was with me during that event. So every time when I went back to the warm up between the hits, he was there with me. And when that happened, he went straight with me to the medic. He was whole time there with me and just supporting me. He always knew exactly what I need to hear, so I'm very grateful for him. And yeah, he's just such a great coach and person. He really helped me with everything while I was in Krypton before Rogue. He was and that's why I'm very sad, because I was planning to go back to Krypton, to Virginia around February, and I guess it's just going to be too early with all the Achilles rehab. But maybe spring, who knows? Like I think I'm going to be quite bored of Poland by that time, so I might seek some change of environment.
The Virginia springs are nice.
Exactly. So I'm just going to call Ben. Hey Ben, can I fly in?
Yeah. You talk about that Krypton Community. You've obviously been a part of it for a couple of years now, but it seemed like this off season you really became a real integral piece of it. Just from what you see on social media, what I've heard from people at Krypton, and just talk about that community at Krypton, how much that means to you, and why you want to go back so much. It's not just Ben; it's that community, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The gym is amazing.
Yes.
What Ben built that is incredible.
It's the Whole Foods.
It's unique.
Right? The Whole Foods.
But what makes it so special and it's like you said, it's just people. I just feel so safe there that I can be myself 100%, and nothing bad's gonna happen there. I can trust everyone. Everyone is so welcoming, and they just want to help me to become better. And it's just the culture there. It's this old school CrossFit, and okay, Krypton members are the fittest members I ever seen.
Every age.
Yes.
The old guys, the young guys. Yeah,
yes.
I know. It's
the
crazy.
master class is crazy. 9 a.m. It's like fit mom class.
Yeah. The soccer moms.
Soccer moms. They are doing muscle ups, ring muscle ups, strict muscle ups, while being like 5 months pregnant as well. So like maybe that's not the safest, but they are definitely the fittest. I jumped to class, group classes so many times. I had them. It's just incredible. And just before the weekend before I flew back to Europe for Rogue, they organized like a Krypton competition. So I had my whole team. I was like a coach. I was a captain. I had a few other members. I was coaching, and we were just competing with each other. And I got second.
And so you're a better athlete than
I'm not
coach.
satisfied, but yeah, we did pretty good, and we had so much fun doing it.
I'm sure there's another competition in the spring you can coach, maybe win.
Yeah. I think maybe that's going to be my first competition back.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be cool.
That would be really good. In front of, like you said, in front of people that you know and trust, and it's a safe space. It's a good way to kind of step back into that. Obviously, you weren't the only person that suffered that injury. At any point, did you and Henrik cross paths?
No. So while I was in medic, I heard that the same thing happened to Henrik, and I was just surprised. I was like, oh, that's like something is wrong. Like how it could even happen. And then someone told me that also they changed the standards. But yeah, unfortunately, I think they took him into different rooms, so I didn't have a chance to talk with him. And also he just flew out quite early today, so we just missed each other. But he sent me a message, like a photo with his foot. I was like, Henrik, I really want to laugh right now, but I think like it's hard. But I think we're gonna come back stronger. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think you'll obviously know someone there that's going to go through the same thing you do, and maybe that's someone you can exchange notes
and
with.
definitely we're going to stay in touch and like exchange information. Oh, what's work for you? Did I find this very helpful? I think we can really help each other, and why not? Like we are going through the same thing, and obviously it's going to be very hard for both of us. So let's help each other. Yeah.
Part of rehab and therapy and I think this is what benefits you dealing with an injury. Part of the rehab process is fitness, is building up, and you're familiar with that. So I think there's some added addition to that too. Since you work out and you're constantly trying to improve yourself, I think that probably will help the process. I mean, is that kind of how you're looking at it, or as this you can work more on some other things like upper body, or it's not like you won't be doing anything. I mean, have you looked at this as another opportunity to do other things?
I mean, not yet, but I will try to reframe my mind like this towards this direction. It's a perfect opportunity to work on other stuff, that's for sure. And I want to keep my fitness and do as much as I can. But obviously, I'm gonna, after surgery, I want to get like a proper plan and steps to rehab and do Except that I want to do as much as I can, like extra some street pull-ups
Yeah.
now and
Yeah.
then, doing dips and stuff like this. So
Was there a workout today that you were just kind of like, man, I wish I would have been there, or I would have done really good in that workout today?
all of them, to be
Oh,
honest.
yes. Good answer.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one would be the handstand walk lunge double under.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was really looking forward for this one, and I kept the best outfit for this workout. And
Well,
I
you
was-
have to save that. It has to be your first outfit back.
yes. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that.
Last thing, anything you want to say to your supporters, fans, your the sponsors, everyone that supported you? Anything you want to say to them?
I just wanted to say that I'm gonna go through every single message I received, and I appreciate every single one. It's just the support I got from you guys this weekend was something else. Like, I really needed this, and I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back stronger.